Dabu7, we have reports now that some of the individuals that were looting stores throughout recent riots are getting caught and being tracked by the FBI and other law enforcement agencies as these people are taking the Facebook, openly bragging about what they looted, showing video clips of the whole thing, and then selling the goods on these social media platforms in the open. I mean, it seems kind of obvious if you do that, you're going to get busted. At least to me, that's what these people are doing. It just shows the true level of intelligence of these people that not only acted like buffoons and going in here and decimating all the mom and pop shops and helping the beast hand in hand, while the big businesses stayed open and roaring and made $500 billion. I, in Louisville, witnessed on my live stream shop after shop after shop getting hit, ransacked, windows busted. T-Mobile store in particular, guy broke into, he was at the back door with a fire hydrant trying to break the door down and let other people in. It was insane. Seen a whole pack of people enter Bourbon Raw and never exit. And I was out there for a good hour or so there's no telling what happened there. That's just one city. That's my experience. This happened in multiple cities, dozens of cities across the country, around the globe. And all the stuff that was stolen, especially the electronics, it's highly trackable and traceable. Even if they're not going this route and trying to post it. So, just goes to show what some of these people are doing out here. I'm going to expand on this further on the next live stream. Make sure to join me over on DLive. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, every week. Hope to see you guys over there. Links below in the description box.
Okay, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you I came out there that pushed this word in truth, that pushed this word sincerely and in truth. Salakia for the twisted tongue there. This is another installment of Things to Consider. This is the second installment. And now what we have here is the FBI probing all the looters and all the rioters, man, that was out there stealing electronics, sneakers, stealing all kinds of merchandise during the time of the riots, in which Esau orchestrated himself, setting the stage to round all you people up, man. And Jake they have not a clue what's going on. Anything where it's something that's free, Jake is going to line up to get it. If Jake have an opportunity to get a come up or a lick, as certain brothers say, or certain people say, then Jake is going to do that, man. Not knowing that everything they do is being tracked, especially when you have your phone on you. Your phone has the GPS location system in it. Whether you have it turned on or turned off, they still can locate your whereabouts, because whatever cell tower you are around, your phone pings off that cell tower, man. But Jake don't have not a clue. If you're going to do something illegal, especially like looting, why won't you leave your phone home? But no, they would go with their phone on them. Some of them recording the events of what they're doing while they looting and rioting and stealing, which is against the scriptures. Thou shalt not steal. So they out there, so like committing all kind of atrocities, and then they post it on social media, in which most of these social media platforms have been funded and controlled by the CIA, like Facebook, like Twitter. Why do you think when people post shit on Twitter or Facebook and it's illegal, they put I've seen videos on Facebook where niggas is recording guns and drugs and money. Then what happens? They get locked up 2-3 months later, and then they say somebody snitched on them. No, you snitched on yourself. Because Jake don't have a clue what's going on, man. They too dumb to realize they dumb because they dumb. And that's why they do the things they do, man. I have a few scriptures. This is something that you should consider, man. Things to consider. If I go out there and commit a crime and I have my cell phone on me, you don't watch the first 48? Whereas when a Jake go out there and do something stupid, commit a murder, and they lie and say they wasn't dead, they didn't do it, but their cell phone is telling something, it's telling them differently. Because your cell phone pings off the tower in which you are around, man. These are things to consider. But Jake don't consider anything because they lost, man. They have not a clue what's going on. Anything that's concerning something free or a quick come up, Jake is there. But I mean Jake, I'm talking about the Negroes, Hispanics, and the Native Americans, man. On down to Issachar, man. Issachar. They did getting them free goods, man. Whether it's illegal free goods or goods. And then you know the crazy thing is, they steal these goods. They steal the goods and then advertise it online, film it, and then put it online to sell them. After they done stole all the goods, man. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. And it reads, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge." Jake don't know what the hell is going on, man. They don't even know they're being set up to get rounded up and tossed headfirst into a concentration camp or a detention center, man. Whichever you choose to call it. Why? Because the FBI, as you saw in the video, are combing through social media looking for stupid ass Jakes that's putting up their robberies, their looting, their riots, how they looting and how they going out there and rioting and stealing. They combing through social media looking for simple-minded ass Jakes that's stupid enough to put it up there, man. And then they combing through cell phone towers and seeing which cell phone links up to which tower, man, in which neighborhood. But Jake don't know this. That's why they carry their phones with them. If you're going to do something illegal, leave your phone home. I'm not condoning doing something illegal, but if you're going to do something, we in the age of technology where you could be tracked and traced wherever you go, man. And that's why Esau want to put the microchips in people, man. Esau being the so-called white man, and the microchips being the mark of the beast, the R4D microchip, man. That's why they want to microchip everybody, so they got total control. So they can know you at all times. But Jake is just wild, man. It says, Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, and the 2/3 have rejected the Lord's central commandments in the Most High." Because we out there, the Hobbits and the Bowies, pushing this word, man, week in and week out. Throughout the week, we do sit-downs or our own videos, man. Our own personal videos we put up. So we bringing up this word on Hobbits and the Bowies and do YouTube, which is another platform of social media. So the word is out there, man. So there's no excuse. But Jake is that's gone, man. They rather watch a twerk video than to watch a video that's going to be edifying, man. That's able to bring them back in the fold so they can hopefully receive some salvation if they're part of the elect. But Jake want to watch YouTube videos that have no edification, man, like twerk videos. If they're not watching the twerk video, they're watching something that's have no relevance, man, on YouTube. But they'll bypass a video that's going to be well edifying from one of the Akim, whether it's one of the apostles, from the apostle Tahar on down, or from one of the elders or one of the other Akim out there, man. They'll bypass some videos just to watch a twerk video or a video that have no significance. Jake is bugged out, man. Jake is gone. It says, Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee." And in that time, which we're approaching, we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, pursuant to Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, the 7th verse, Revelation 12 and 12, Daniel 12 and 1, We in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. The Most High gonna reject you, man. In a time when all hell break loose, when Esau coming like a flood, which is the U.S. military or the National Guards or other forces like the UN troops, because you know Donald Trump passed that House Resolution 6666, where they're going to use the military to mandatory vaccinate people. So that time is coming. We're approaching that time, and that's why Esau is setting you up for the okie doke, because they're going to use these rioting, and they're going to use this people not wearing masks and not practicing social distance to bring the second wave of the coronavirus on you people, man. But Jake is only looking for a come up. What kind of Jordans he could steal, what kind of electronics he could steal, where he could sell it online, man, to try to get a come up, which is going to lead to your demise. The only come up you're going to get is being tossed headfirst into a concentration camp or a detention center for out there looting and rioting, because now the FBI is combing through social media looking for simple-minded people that's willing to post it up there. And most of these jakes, they film their crimes. Unbelievable, man. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast begotten the laws of the Most High Yahweh. I will also forget thy children. And this is our forefathers that forgot. We are our forefathers coming back in the reincarnation, if you can receive that. But our forefathers forgot the laws, such as commandments of the Most High. So therefore, we are suffering now, because guess what? We are forefathers coming back in the reincarnation, man. But Jake don't see that, man. Jake, they have not a clue what's going on, man. And it is what it is, man. If you can't accept that reincarnation exists, man, then oh well, man. But it is what it is, man. And Esau's gonna come with that burning wrath in which he's gonna execute swift judgment upon you people. And that's gonna be the Most High using Esau, which is on the left-hand side, to execute judgment on the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man, that choose not to get right, man. These are things to consider. Why would you carry your cell phone with you if you know you're going to do some stupid shit like looting and rioting, man, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, man? But that's your lot. The 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, you have your lot, and the 1/3, which are the 144,000 of the hopefully elect or the chosen aristocrats, they have their portion. They have their lot, man. And our lot is to go out there and teach the word, man. In season, out of season, out there on the highways and the byways, and do social media by the way of YouTube. Last scripture before I close it out. These are things to consider. Why would you go out there and loot and riot and post it on YouTube, man? Or post it on Facebook or Twitter, man? Because there's multiple videos out there of Jake exposing everything on social media in which they stole and looted and riot for. And then they brag and boast about how they got over on the system in which they didn't, man. You have one Jake say, I don't pay for no more, how he said he don't pay for no more, roughly paraphrasing what he said, I don't pay for no more, how he said it? No more name brand, things like Jordans and TVs. Dude out there putting shit on social media and thanking Target for giving him a free TV. Ain't that a kick in the head, man? Jake is gone, man. And that burning wrath is coming. That burning wrath is coming, man. This is the last scripture before I close it out. This is things that you should consider, man, before you're going out there to make an ass of yourself, man. Things to consider. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. And what's that great multitude, man? The National Guards, the UN troops, the NYPD. Because they talking about doing away with the NYPD. And what's going to be the next step after the NYPD? National Guards, man. The U.S. military. Which is martial law. Which means martial means warlike and law. Warlike law. When the military takes over the government, man. And I don't have to tell you what how the military is going to roll. The scriptures is reading it right now. The scriptures is bringing it out. 2 Ezra 16 verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. Now, that goes into taking that off of the microchip. That goes into taking them vaccinations that they're going to offer you. Because they're going to lock your ass up and you're going to be tossed in a concentration camp, head first, being separated from your families. Things are starting to heat up, man. Why do you think Esau, the so-called white man, allowed these riots to take place, man? First of all, they funded these riots. Second of all, they allowed them to take place because they was monitoring everything. 'Cause everything is posted on social media. Because people are too dumb to realize that their phones are a tracking device. Unbelievable, man. And that burning wrath is coming. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. Consent unto what? Taking them vaccinations, ultimately taking that off of the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, and in the reproach, and trodden underfoot, because you're going to be burnt up in them flames, man. You're going to be zapped by them chariots, man. That concentrated fire. For there shall be in every place, verse 70, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 70, for there shall be in every place, and in the next city is a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, man. Because they coming. Esau is coming, man. Esau is coming with his military might. Esau is coming to bring death and destruction. Why? Because Esau is being used by the Most High Yahweh on the left hand to bring judgment upon you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. So death and destruction is coming, man. So keep on posting your mayhem and your madness on social media as if you're going to get away with it, man. Because the FBI is definitely combing through social media looking for stupid people like you that's out there posting stuff on social media which you stole and looted for. Death and destruction is coming, man. Concentration camps, guillotines, vaccinations, forced vaccinations, being separated from your family. All these things is coming down the pike, and we've been warning you. And now it's too late, because you caught up. You caught up in that web. And what happens when you get caught in the web? That spider comes and devour. And that's exactly what Esau is going to do. Devour, destroy, and kill. It says, verse 71. Remember, read verse 70 again. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place, and in the next city is a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. That's talking about going door to door. If you don't take that vaccination, they're going to snatch your ass up, throw handcuffs on you, throw chains on your waist, and throw you head first into a goddamn truck and cart you off to a detention center or a concentration camp, man, where they're going to forcibly vaccinate you and forcibly microchip you, or your head is going into that guillotine, man, and it's off with your head. And that's also prophecy. So things are starting to heat up. These are things to consider, man. Because we're going to go through it, man. These are things to consider. It says, they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, for they shall waste to take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as a gold in the fire. And because guess what, man? Certain jakes that's a part of this thing of ours, certain brothers probably get caught up in that, man. And ain't no problem. They're going to get caught up in it, man. Hey, but the Most High will find a way. The Most High will deliver you, man. Because everything is controlled and orchestrated by the Lord Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah, man. It's a fair not. But for those that have forsaken the laws of the Most High and out there committing all kind of atrocities, looting and rioting, that burning wrath is coming, man. These are things to consider. Shalom.